Marshall arrives at the Savoy, and Ineka says this is the slowest night they've had in months. Ms. Wu and her new associate arrive, and she says hello to Marshall and Ineka. Marshall asks what they'd like to drink, and Mr. Wu says they are just here for a quick drink before heading to the new club downtown, Intrigue, which is always packed. Ineka goes to the back and makes a call saying they need some help at the club. At the bar, Miss Wu again tells Marshall to let her take the club off his hands before it's worthless, as the club isn't the same without Curtis. He suggests she go to that other club and see if it's for sale. Miss Wu thanks him for the drinks and leaves with her new friend. Trina drops by Portia and Curtis' house with the new sudden death video game for the game system they just got. When Portia leaves the room, Curtis asks Trina why she really came over. As he knows she can't be homesick yet, she says she doesn't need to be homesick to visit. Portia returns, and Trina offers to go get them all iced tea. Curtis tells Portia she knows why Trina really came by, to check on them. He says she raised a very special young woman. Trina returns with drinks, and she and Curtis play their game hunting down zombies as a clueless Portia watches them. Portia excuses herself when she gets a voicemail and says she needs to step out for a bit. She claims everything is fine and she just has to help out a friend, and they should enjoy their game. Trina brings up Curtis going to the club the other day, and he admits it was good to get out of the house. However, being there opened his eyes to a lot, some good, some hard to admit. He reflects on how amazing the club was for him, but dreams can change, and he can't imagine working in that club in his current situation. Trina says he is the club, though. Curtis wants to change the subject to her and what's going on in her life. Trina opens up that she and Spencer are taking a weekend trip to New York, and she hasn't told her mom. She was going to wait to tell her as he knows how her mom feels about Spencer. Curtis does, and the important thing is how she feels about Spencer. She admits she's not ready to say, "I love you." Maybe she's waiting for him to say it first. Curtis asks if she's having doubts. She admits Spencer can do stupid things, but sweet things as well. Curtis says he wasn't a fan of his originally, that changed in Greenland. He asks if she can count on him emotionally. She believes she can. He reminds her they come from different worlds, and people with too much free time and money tend to get into a lot of trouble. Trina says Spencer isn't like that, and he's great with Ace. Curtis asks if she is ready to take on a child. And how will Spencer cope if Esme leaves town with Ace? Trina doesn't know. They don't know what the future holds. Curtis understands that and says sometimes you have to live in the moment. Trina asks if this is her moment. At the cabin, Sasha steps out of the bathroom after having cleaned up and thanks Sam and Dante for the change of clothes. They then order to Cody get into that shower next as he stinks. Cody soon returns showered and changed, and says he found a bottle of pills in one of Monty's pockets. Sam suspects Montague was going to tie up loose ends regarding Sasha. Sasha exclaims, "You think he was going to kill me?" Dan says he may have just wanted to sedate her and move her somewhere else. Cody indicates this shows he had a plan. Sam asks, but what it was and how do we prove it? They run down all the connections between Gladys and Montague, and Cody notes every gambler needs a steady cash flow. Sam suggests Gladys brought in Montague to help her keep control of Sasha's assets, but he pushed it too far. Dandy says Montague may have had to make Sasha look insane and like an addict to cover his part in all this. Sam asks once again how they prove any of this. Dan says Montague looks like the victim here, and Cody adds they are escaped patients. Dandy tells Cody he's a felon, who is charged with kidnapping and assault. Sasha thinks they should turn themselves in and explain everything. Danny says they may have something going for them, as Mac is the acting commissioner and he'll see Cody is innocent. Dante and Cody reflect in their minds on the fact that Mac is Cody's father. Cody thinks they can't depend on Mac's goodwill. Sam suggests Sasha and Cody wait here, and she and Dante will dig around and be in touch tomorrow. Dante thanks them both for everything. Dante and Sam leave, and Sasha can't believe what they are willing to risk for them. Cody says it's for her. They all believe in her. Sasha hopes they find something. Cody says there is another option. They could disappear. Dex arrives at Sunny's office, and they discuss the raid and arrest. Sunny says the feds will be watching his every move, and these charges were on a whole other level than he's ever faced before.